Hey guys, how is everybody doing? Y'all come on in, say hey. Say hello. I was watching Michelle. I love her little bird, but I gotta go. Alrighty. When you come in, let me know. Alrighty, there I am. Hello, Miss Wanda Blackwell. How are you doing? At least I can see comments up here today. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Miss Fredna. How are you doing? Thank you for the flowers, Fredna. Hey, Alita. How are you? Welcome, welcome in. All right. I am going to be painting today. Y'all, I am almost finished. I got the, it's about to rain. I had to run out right quick and get it, but I got the sunflower I did yesterday clear coated and it looks so good. I love, love, love it. Hey, Nadine, and there's Miss Cindy. Hey, hey, girls. I am so glad y'all are coming in. Y'all make sure to sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. We are in the Sacred Treasure House event. Hold on. Yeah, my table's filthy. Look how, well, that's paint. That isn't filth, y'all. That's paint. It is kind of dirty, though. Y'all don't tell nobody. It was mainly paint. This, silicone mat is supposed to be easy to clean, but not so much. All right, well, it is 1 o'clock. Hopefully, they will get us sprinkled over soon. Hey, Miss Tanya Turner, how are you doing, girl? But I am in the Sacred Treasure House event today, and I'm glad you're here. Hey, Shelly. So we are going to paint this little mason jar, and it has some little special features, but this is a tornado did touch down in Chapin last evening. Oh my gosh, Fredna. Well, it came through here, but it wasn't real bad here. But there is a really dark cloud. It looks like I'm fixing to get a storm here any minute. So I hope the internet holds. But we've got the lid for our jar, so it's going to go on. And then I've got some other pieces. But my question is, should we have this say, hey y'all, or summer nights? Because we got some other stuff that's going to go on it too, so y'all can't leave me. But be thinking, hey, y'all are summer lights. And I thought about doing ombre on it. What do y'all think? Ombre. And I like to just lift it up off of my mat. That way I don't get as much paint all over the place. But I think I am going to... I hope you are safe. I'm going to tell you what, we have had the most bad weather this year. Oh, my goodness. And the thing about it is, okay, we got one vote for summer nights. We have, the trees are so weak from where we had Hurricane Helene around here that it doesn't take much to knock one of them down. Hey, Miss Tammy Smart, how are you doing, girly? All right, I'm just going to put a coat of this on, and then I think we're going to ombre. Hey, Nora. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Uh-oh. I think it's kind of stopped up, y'all. I think she's kind of stopped up. Definitely do summer nights. Well, hello, Miss Wendy. Simply Bewitching by Wendy. How are you doing today, girl? I'm glad everybody is popped in and spending your lunch break, if you haven't already had lunch anyway. So, you now see me. All right, good. Good, good. I hadn't seen you, so I didn't know if the book was playing tricks. You know, they love to do that to us, unfortunately. And thank you for sprinkling, Miss Susan. I appreciate you so much. All right, so I'm just going to put a light coat of this on, and just to give it a little base, and then we're going to start with a paintbrush. Ooh. Making earrings. Yes, I know, they do. It's crazy, 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 some of the stuff they do. Well, I know I have gotten private messages from a couple of people, and it even has happened to me, about commenting being turned off. So we want you to comment, but if you and you can comment multiple times during the live, but I will get like in a conversation on a live with somebody, and then you're just commenting one right after another after another, and that's when they flag you. And they're flagging you because they think you're spam. They think you're a bot. So we don't want to be mistaken for that. So like I say, we want your participation, but we don't want you getting in the FB slammer. Love the blue. I love this blue too. It is Apple Barrel's True Blue, and the only bottle you can get it in is the big bottle. They don't make that particular color in the small bottles. So, well, hey, Crafts by Julie. Julie, I missed you this morning, but I'm going to tell you why I missed you. And I've already commented, and I watched a little of your yours, but I was not able to comment. I was, well, fiddlesticks. I was driving to the chiropractor. Y'all, my back's out. It's not my back. It's my knee. It hurts down in my hips, all the way down in my legs. Oh my gosh, y'all. Woo! I'd rather my back hurt. So when they say you got a pain in the tail, I do. Oh my gosh. Hey, Miss Donna from Ohio. Hey, Ralph. I didn't see you sneak in. There's Miss Kathy Tibbs. Thank you for sprinkling, Ralph. I appreciate everybody being here and joining me. Like I say, I ran to the chiropractor this morning, and I'm going to go back again on Friday, so y'all know your girl hurts. I feel like I really got knots on my sciatica. Well, he says, I don't know how to tell y'all this because I'm just giving y'all ammunition to make fun of me. I've got twisted somehow, and one of my legs is shorter than the other because I'm twisted, which I feel much better just with even the first adjustment. I feel so much better. But I fell. Y'all remember when I fell out there in the road? I think that might, because I have had like lower back pain since then, but my pain got to moving around on me. And when it moved from like mid back to lower back, and then kind of into my hips, and then behind in my upper legs, and I'm like, yeah, no, I can't deal with that. I can handle the back pain, but when it hurts that where it's hurting now, I'm like, I can't. Okay, so I am going to put this on, and then we will ombre it a little bit. Hey, Miss Pam. Well, I got two Pams, Pam P and Pam S. Who else is here? Miss Lindell is in the house. Hey, girl. Hey, Donna. And Verlyn. Did I say that right? Verlyn. Upton's Craft Creations. Okay, I hope I got that right. But no, guys, I said it when I first came on, but I'm going to say it again. I am in the Sacred Treasure House event today. So I would like to thank our hosts, which is Miss Tanya with Timeless Treasures by Tanya, Miss Lisa with Lisa's Craft House, and y'all, Lisa is up after me, so y'all will have to hang out and see Miss Lisa, and then Miss Deborah with Sacred Sew. So you will have to make sure to join everybody that's going to be in the event today. It's been great so far. Like I say, I've seen bits and pieces of the first two, but I did see the two after, so it's Reese and Michelle, so all right. Oh, thank you for having me, Tanya. I appreciate y'all allowing me to be in the event. It's always fun. Y'all, I gotta get rid of my little crusty paint here. I'm starting to make a mess. So y'all saying summer nights. Y'all like summer nights better than hey y'all? You're the best lunchtime. Oh, I like to craft at lunch because you know what? I remember when I worked in an office, I used to have nothing to do at lunch. There's nothing in the town I live in to do, like at lunchtime. Well, there's really nothing to do regardless if it's lunch or not. But anyway, it's just a little small town and they don't want to grow. So we stay like we are. But, so we didn't have much here. And I won't go to a restaurant and eat by myself. Or y'all like that? I won't. And so I would just kind of hang out in my car or go sit in the back room of my office. Most of the time I go to my car because if you stayed in the office, those needy men would always need something and you would not end up getting a lunch break. So I would normally just go sit in my car and do something. And there was never anything to do. So you know what? If y'all were ever in a pickle, and I'm usually on around 12 or 1 o'clock, somewhere in there. Don't y'all eat at lunchtime? Well, you know, I used to like to take a late lunch whenever I worked in the office, Pam. And I'll tell you why I like to take the lunch break. You know, if nobody went together, it was a small office, so everybody had separate lunch breaks. So, you know, you didn't have anybody to go with that you worked with. You were just by yourself. And so, we had to stagger our lunch breaks. So you had somebody went at 11, then you had a 12, and so on. And I would always take the late lunch because by the time you get back, it's not as much time before you had to leave. So you kind of were, that's the reason I liked late lunch. And everybody's different. Some people just hungry. But where I was, they didn't care if you ate at your desk. So you went to lunch last Sunday alone. If you're single, you do whatever you have to do. But you know what? I will, if I am in a predicament where I have to eat and I don't have anybody with me, I'll get it and just sit in the parking lot in my car and eat. I'm weird. I'm not weird. Y'all stop. Hey, I see Miss Roxanne somewhere. There's Miss Dixie. Miss Donna. Let's see. I'm missing a ton of stuff. You tweeted just right. The region's awful when it comes to paint. Oh, yeah, girl. Let me tell you. That paint is no joke. You couldn't even hide in the bathroom when you worked. You were director of personnel, so everyone was always looking for you. Oh, girl, I know. Sandy, welcome in, girl. I am so glad that you joined us. This is her first time watching me. I hope it's not the last. We like to laugh and have fun around here, so I don't want to run you off. Oh my goodness. Sometimes it gets a little wild, but we try to keep it between the lines. I wish I could get that at the top just a little bit lighter, but it keeps blending too much. You forgot your name. Is your name Karen? Sorry about that. It is. It is. My name is Karen. It is. It is. I know I'm so over everybody. Oh, it's just a Karen. I mean, and you know what? When people do that, I wish they would think, just like, Elizabeth, you came in and I just saw your name. How would people say, oh, well, she's just an Elizabeth? You can't put people all in the same basket together. That's unfair. So anytime I see somebody say that, it just always irks me because it's my name. Oh, gosh. Your brother has one leg shorter, we said, because walking on the hills in West Virginia. Oh, so you're from West Virginia? I've got a friend that lives in West Virginia, up in the Booney Mountains. But, well, mine is just because he said my pelvis is twisted. So, the adjustment I got today, I could feel when that moved, too. Woo. But y'all, I'm going to tell you, I could really get addicted to a chiropractor. I enjoy going to the chiropractor. Some people don't. And my chiropractor's not one of them that uses a little plunger. He's a crackerbacker. I love the, I don't know, it's just that feeling. It's just, it's a good feeling. It's a feeling of relief. All right, let's put a little bit more paint. And y'all hang out because we're going to splatter paint. I hope the mister's not in here. If he is, y'all got to tell a story and say I never did that. Oh, my goodness. He gets so aggravated at me. He's like, everything we have in this house is going to be covered in paint before you know it. I'm like, it's just a little splatter paint. He says, but it's everywhere. He's just got too many rules. No sticks, no splatter painting, no stain. What's a plunger? Did somebody talk about a plunger? The only kind of plunger I know works in the toilet. I don't know. Oh my, I missed something undoubtedly. Better than meds with side effects. Oh no, Tanya, I don't go to the, and you know what, I do think that there are times probably when you do need to go to the doctor for back pain, but I'm going to exhaust all avenues before I go and start talking about any kind of medicine. I'm gonna wash that. Know your prayers or that you got a voice. Oh, okay. Okay, you're from Pennsylvania. All right. Well, I'm from South Carolina. For those of y'all that are new in here, y'all make sure to hit that follow button and come back and hang out with us because we do like to have fun. I go live a couple of times a week. And sometimes I'm in an event and sometimes I just go live on my page. But I do enjoy chatting it up. When you were talking about the chiro, a plunger. Some of the chiropractors around here had this little thing, and it almost looks like a little spring action thing, and they call it a plunger. And I had a chiropractor use that thing on me one time, and I left there thinking, well, I could have done that to myself. Tina with T&D Creations, and Miss Roxanne is from Sioux City, Iowa. Sioux City. Well, I am from little South Carolina down here. I am in the upstate. I wish I was at the coast. You went to a chiropractor, you feel rejuvenated. Yeah, I know it. They make you, I don't know, to me it's just a really good feeling. Who in here goes to the chiropractor and y'all are just like, no, not for me. Or went to a chiropractor and you're like, it's not for me. If my insurance would cover it, I would go more than what I do. But, you know what you mean? You don't go to the chiropractor, but you've seen the thing. Oh, yeah, no, it didn't do anything for me. So, but, you know, you have to be careful and make sure you go to one of those chiropractors that knows what they're doing, because they actually can hurt you if they don't, which I've only ever been to one that I was not a fan of, and I didn't ever go back. All right, so what do we think? Does that look kind of like a night sky? Maybe? Maybe sort of, kind of. You do. Yours the same. One leg goes shorter than the other one. Hip. Yes, Roxanne, you know. And does it not hurt? Oh, it hurts so bad. And I'm not being a baby, y'all. Because I can handle some pain. But that's pretty rough. I tried to go Friday. My chiropractor is a little bit, he's not old. He's not, I'm not going to say he's old. He might be watching me. I don't want him to hurt me. No, he's not old, but he is older. And so he's starting to slow down a little bit, which is devastating to me. But, you know, everybody's got to do it. But he is starting to slow down. And so I was going to go Friday because I was hurting on Friday. And I went to call about 10 because I knew he closed early on Fridays. But normally you can call and he'll work you in. So he's really, really good. You know, some will just be like, no appointment for, 3 weeks or whatever. But not him. He's going to try and see you because he don't want you to hurt. And so, closed at 11 o'clock, and it takes me an hour to get there almost. So there was no going on Friday. So I'm like, well, I'll go on Monday. They're closed on Monday. I'm like, good glory. And so I went ahead and just made an appointment for this morning. So that's where I was off to. All right, I'm just doing the lid of our jar, and all I did was some gray paint. I just mixed black with white, and then I just took a little bit of black and ran along the lines. I don't know that you're going to see a lot of it because we have our lid, so I'm going to do the lid kind of that same way. My is built nicely. Hello. When you're only 35. I know, Pam, can you believe everything's going out so early and I'm just 35? Y'all, I told that to somebody. There was, actually, it was the guy doing karaoke Saturday. You know, I told y'all we had a horrible rainstorm and we ended up having to put everything up because it was outside. And, so I said something when we were all sitting under the porch. It had rained and it had quit, but it was more coming. And we'd had all that horrible wind. And I said something about when you're 35, and he sits there and he's kind of like, and he kept looking at me, and I looked at him, I said, what's wrong with you? Because y'all know me, I'll just say. I said, what's wrong with you? Which I know him too. And he says, you are not 35. I said, well, how old do you think I am? He's like, well, I'm afraid to say. And I'm like, what? I said, you think I'm younger? He looked at me, and, everybody else there knows the joke, and he's just kind of like, and he's like, you're really 35? And I'm like, y'all, tell this man how old I am. They're like, 35. And he's like, oh, well, you look great to be 35. Oh, my God. I was like, oh. And everybody started laughing because, at that point, he just adapted. He was not going to hurt anybody's feelings. And I thought, man, your mama taught you nice. Yeah, she did a good job. Oh, my word. It was so funny. But, he's like, no, really, how old are you? I said, well, I'll tell you like my birthday cake said a few years ago. I am 35 plus shipping and handling. Oh, but we were really messing with him for a little while. Uh-oh, who's listening? Oh, the mister's not on, is he? Shh, y'all be quiet. Oh, my goodness. And he told me, he says, you're going to have to quit that. Those people are going to think I'm mean. And I said, you are. And he's like, what? I said, you are. I said, they know exactly what you are. I said, anybody's wife goes down or about to get eaten up by alligators and you won't call the Coast Guard, you are mean. But yet he's going to call it for a little boy hung out in the ocean on a unicorn float trying to catch a shark. Got a shark attached to his fishing pole. And he got drug all the way out there. And I don't know if that thing was real, y'all, because I saw that again. And I saw it with a man on it instead of the little boy. So, nowadays, it's hard to determine what's real and what's AI. So, I think that might have been one of those AI things. But I'm still devastated and traumatized that he would call the Coast Guard for that little boy and not me. I mean, here I am in the marsh. And I'll be honest with y'all, I didn't think about alligators until y'all brought that up to me that day we were talking about it. But if I'd have thought about those alligators, he would have had to carry me on his back. An alligator beating his legs before he got to me. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't have done that. I would have tried to hide down in my kayak. But we got hung out in the marsh in our kayaks at the beach. The water left us. So, and this is what I will say. If you're not a coastal living person and you can do something like that, get a coastal living person to give you some tips and tricks about that. Because walking in marsh mud is not for the faint of heart. It's a very sickening feeling. It is not fun. But I hadn't done that again. I've kayaked again, but I have not gone back into the marsh. And probably I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I've been there and done that, so I don't really feel the urge to have to do that again. Oh, my goodness. You got to do something. Everything you need to try at least one time, and I've been there, done that. Like I say, I think I'm good. I think we're not gonna risk it. All right, there is our little lid. So we're going to pull it up and set it aside. I'm going to let that dry a little bit more. And I'm going to hold on to that because I might use it again. We have wings. So what do y'all think we have if we have wings? And I don't know that we'll use all these, but I think I got a whole lot of them. We have little fireflies. I lost my flip-flops. I know I did. I'm still devastated. I love those flip-flops. About like when I got sucked down into the sand last year at the beach. Blake dug my flip-flops up, y'all. That child, he is the sweetest boy. I was so upset. One, I got sucked into the sand, people digging those darn holes. And then, and they covered it up, but they dug this hole so deep, and it was so close to the, where the tide comes in. When the tide came in, it, made like a sinkhole. So when I stepped on it, I went down. And I mean, it sucked me down like waist deep. So that was so scary. Very, very. You might have been a poisonous snake too. Melanie, stop. I think you're the one that said something about the alligator. Oh my gosh. I'm going to tell you what though. If I had thought of, and I bet there was some out there, because you know, Myrtle Beach does have some alligators. We went to, Huntington Beach State Park one day. And, well, we actually camped there. It was awful. But anyway, we camped there. And when we're going in, there's like, you cross over this little water, like a pond kind of thing. And Wesley's like, oh, there's alligators in there. I thought he was pulling my leg. I'm like, you know, we carry on so much junk. It's hard to know sometimes when we're being serious and when we're just playing. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not falling for that. So we had carried our bicycles and we were out riding bicycles, and he says, let's ride up there and see if we can see those alligators again. And I'm still, you know, I'm not falling there. We ride up there, y'all, and I'm going to tell you what. There is an alligator that is taller than, well, he wasn't standing up. If I was laying on the ground, it would have been longer than me. Crossing the dadblame road. So that means they can get out of that thing. I told Wesley, I said, I think we need to probably just go home. He's like, Karen, there's alligators all over the place. Well, then it wasn't but a couple of months after that, one came out of the ocean. Alligators don't live in the ocean? What? I told him, I said, you know, I was worried about not going out too far in the ocean to keep from being fish food. Good glory, now I'm going to just get eaten by alligator up here in the little ankle deep. Did see where two little kids up at the beach, sinkhole. Sandy, that is just, you know what? I will never walk on the beach. It was at nighttime, so, but like I say, you could not tell that was going to sink because the water was coming across it, because, you know, the lights from the motels and stuff like that, you could see. And so it didn't look like it wasn't a hole. But as soon as I stepped, I went whoosh. I was down, and when I got down, my body came across and hit the sand. And that was so scary. And you know, my husband and my son were like, "Oh my God, what is going on?" And I was like, But no, that is some alligators in the ocean now. No, they need to go back to where they belong. They don't belong in the ocean. Golly, what's going on? All these critters are just getting confused. We don't need confused critters. Oopsie. Midwest Angel Boutique, I see you. I thought I saw you a minute ago. You're here but listening and watching. Risa, I did the same with you. I commented right at the beginning, but I had the machine going, so I couldn't comment. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Angie. Crafty Blessings with Angie. And y'all, if y'all are not following some of the ladies that are in the comments, make sure to go back and show them some love too. Like I say, I know they would love to see you on their page and hang out for the event today. Like I said, up after me is Lisa's Craft House. She is one of our hosts here in the event. You know, you might not have ever heard of some of these people, but you know what? You never know. You might find your next favorite crafter just by watching some of the live. And you know what? Just say hey to them. I know they'll appreciate that. I know I love to meet new friends. And, you know, in this platform, so great that we can just meet new people and not even ever really know them. But, and I will tell y'all before we go, Sacred Treasure House is having a meetup in North Carolina, and I won't be able to make it, but I know some of the ladies are going to be there. But I'll pull it up and give y'all some information in a little bit. But the information is on the Sacred Treasure House page too, so y'all can look at that after I'm gone. Don't y'all leave me to go look at that. Y'all better not. Thank you for sprinkling. You didn't know it could happen. I didn't either. I had never thought about that. But because, you know, you see people digging those holes. But most of the time when they dig those holes, they're not that far down next to the water. Most of the time they dig it up in that, the powdery sand. They don't go down into the surf like that. But these people didn't, so... That's scary. I am doing good, Miss Cindy. I hope you are. Doing good. Like I say, I went to the chiropractor this morning, so... And I'm going to go back again on Friday before he closes. So hopefully we'll get straightened out here. Alrighty. We got our little firefly with his little yellow honey. Hello, Chesney. Oh, man. Sandy, where was that the kids got sucked into that sinkhole on the beach? Oh, man, that's scary. And I know we camp when we go, but I know there was somebody on one of the pages the other day talking about how she had fallen in one of the holes during the day, which she was walking and not talking and talking and not paying attention to where she was going. And like she said, you know, you could have seen it if you were paying attention, but I was talking, and who expects this gigantic hole to, you know, be there on the beach? She said, so, you know, I should have been watching, but people really do not need to dig these holes on the beach. Hey, Miss Alicia. I'm so glad y'all are here. Y'all, I thought about doing a bow, but I don't know what kind of bow I would do because I don't have any firefly ribbon. I guess I could do something blue. My table that I'm at, my husband built, and it's got ribbon all the way around it because I got way too much ribbon. All right, so let's dry our little bugs. We got bugs, y'all. We got bugs. Not really. We got firefly bugs, y'all. I don't have any bugs. I wouldn't be here if there was some bugs in the house. We'd have to go stay someplace till the bugs were gone. Hey, this craft chick. This chick crafts. Okay. I got it now. You can't remember seeing it on Facebook or the news. Well, Let me tell you what, that is sad. Sad, sad, sad. Well, like I say, I go to the beach. I sit under an umbrella the entire time. I don't lay out in the sun. I got on sunscreen, but I come home and I'm really tan. But I go out to the beach at like 8 o'clock or earlier in the morning, and I spend the day. I'll come in at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And you know what? I'll sit out there and I'll look at Facebook. I'll draw some new things for the shop, or, you know, I got just all kinds of stuff. And I love to watch people. That probably, to me, is one of the most fun things. But I just enjoy sitting out there so much. The bees are cute. Those are fireflies. Oh, no. That's blue water. I don't want it. My fireflies. They do kind of resemble bees, but they're supposed to be fireflies, Deborah. Give it a little. And let's mix a little bit of water with some of that gray. Little firefly bugs. What do y'all call in South Carolina? Most people, I won't say not all people, but most people do not call them fireflies. What do y'all call them? Here, we have lightning bugs. Lightning bugs is what we call them. I remember when I was a kid, there was a little neighbor kid. She was a little bit older than me. So she was a kid because I was a kid. But, y'all, this girl, she was awful. You know, when I would catch bugs in our little bug catchers, lightning bugs, you call them, I would let mine go. Well, she wouldn't. She would keep those things, and they would either die, or like lightning bugs, she would take their little butts and put them on her hand like they were jewelry and stuff. That used to gross me out. I would always have to go in when she started doing stuff like that. I'm like, I told her, I said, but you killed it. And she's like, it's just a lightning bug, but it's a living thing. I didn't like that. So, I didn't like it when she did it. Alrighty. Lightning bugs in Ohio, lightning bugs in Michigan. Well, y'all are just like us then. Y'all got those lightning bugs. I don't see anybody that calls them fireflies. Okay, so we're going to just start calling them lightning bugs. I thought maybe you call them both fireflies and lightning bugs. Okay, well, Patty, we got to start calling them lightning bugs here, okay? I thought I was having to be politically correct for y'all. I didn't know y'all were country hicks too. Oh. Sometimes I can be too country, I think. And so I try to do better. In Canada, they call them lightning bugs, Brenda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next time somebody says, oh no, those are fireflies, I'm going to be like, no. In Ohio and Canada and all these other places, they're lightning bugs. So y'all just get with the program. Let's put their little wings on. Ooh, we're running low on time. So what do y'all think about a bow? I don't know. Oh, in Ontario. Oh, and what do y'all call them, Pam? I didn't see. In Ontario. You never seen a firefly? Are they not the same thing? Maybe, maybe not. all we ever had here in South Carolina, y'all, was lightning bugs too. So if you ask me, I would probably say no, I probably never saw one either. But I know I was telling Wesley the other night that I had not seen any lightning bugs lately. Because I remember you see them like real early. But I had not seen any. And then when I went out over the weekend, I did see some. So you call them fireflies there. You call them lightning bugs. When you said fireflies, you was trying to figure out what it was. Chesney, I'm just trying to keep you up with the times, girl. She's like, don't confuse me. Don't. All right. So we got to figure out what word. Y'all said summer nights. Okay, so we're going to put our little bugs over here and let their little wings dry. This is our board. Y'all, did I tell y'all my honey hurts? Oh. So we got summer nights. And we'll put the little fireflies around. Or hey, y'all, with the little bugs. And I know it's backwards. I'm sorry. I will get it flipped over to YouTube when I'm done, and it'll be right over there. So, what do y'all think? Hey, y'all, or summer nights? Your husband saw lightning bugs last night in Pennsylvania. You love that cat. I know. I don't have it in the shop yet, but it will be. Before the day's up, I've been cutting all morning, so I'm trying to get ready to go on our summer break and get all my kits and stuff out, because y'all know I got the subscription that I do, so I'm trying to get it all done. So, summer nights it is. So let's get her done, because I want to finish and not be like speed doing it at the end. Which I don't think we'll have time to do a bow. And it may not need one. I got another mason jar that I do have bees on. I think it says, hey, y'all, and it's got bees. So this one just makes this one different to have the lightning bugs and the summer nights on it. And the jar's a little different. It's got the lid. Okay, everybody likes summer nights. Good, good, good. And we will use that hey, y'all, for something. Just like I told y'all the other day with the sunflower that I did Sunday. And then I did another one yesterday. But I had other words that we could have used. But we will use those with another one. I got the home that's got the sunflower for the O. And I really want to do that one. I think that will be cute. I do, but I think it'll be cute on like a rectangle door hanger versus round. What do y'all think? On my way from the chiropractor, I stopped at the grocery store and grabbed some meat for dinner. We're either going to have spaghetti, tacos, or pork chops. And I want to have pork chops just because I picked a whole huge basket full of, well, I'm not going to lie, I didn't pick it. Wesley picked it. We picked. Well, I'll throw myself in there, right? I didn't. I had nothing to do with it. He went out there. But he picked a whole big basket of squash that we need to eat some of. So, but I got so much I got to do before that if I put on some spaghetti or salsa chicken. Have y'all ever had salsa chicken? Y'all, that stuff is so good. If you like Mexican food, you will love some salsa chicken. It's good stuff. And it's something that cooks in the crock pot. That's probably going to be dinner tomorrow. Because I won't have any lives tomorrow. So I got to work in overtime because I'm behind. Behind. Oh, I might have lost comments. Or y'all quit talking to me. Y'all not mad, are you? Don't be mad. But do before y'all, we've got about 10 minutes left. So before y'all leave me, make sure to go and hit that follow button if you don't already. For my page and for Sacred Treasure House. Because those ladies, they work extremely hard to put together all the events that they do. So they do events on Tuesdays and Thursdays and some Sundays. So I think it's like every other Sunday maybe. I don't usually, I'm not doing any weekend events. I did over the weekend just because it was a benefit thing. Because one of our crafting sisters' house burned. But I did do that. But I'm not working on the weekends. There's so much going through my week. I need a little. Whew. Sandy, thank you for hitting that button, girl. I appreciate that. I do. See, I didn't run you off. Yay. Oh, sometimes it gets wild. But you know what? We have a lot of fun. If y'all, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you right up front, I love to give my husband a rough time, but that man knows I love him better than anything in the world. So I am never being mean to him. I'm just picking at him because he won't call the Coast Guard or all of these things for me. I mean, I think when a body gets hung out in a marsh, it's time to hit the button. Y'all, can y'all see the Coast Guard coming to get me? That's what Wesley said. Wesley's like, well, even if we did call him, because when I told him the other night about that little boy out in the ocean with the shark attached to his line, before I didn't realize it might not be real. And I told him, I said, now, would you have tried to rescue the kid or would you have called the Coast Guard? He said, I would have called the Coast Guard. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, well, what else would I do? I'm not going to leave him there. I said, but you could rescue him. If you were on that big yacht those men were on. And he's like, I'm not going to pick somebody's kid up in the middle of the ocean. I will stay with him until Coast Guard arrives. And if he gets in imminent danger, I'll rescue him. He said, but that kid was just being dragged around in the ocean by a shark. And he was safe on his little float. And, I said, wow. And he's like, Karen, even if we did call Coast Guard and they did come for you, you wouldn't go because you wouldn't ride in a helicopter. And he's probably right. But it sounds better to make it sound like he just won't call for me, right? Thank you, Michelle Klein. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have some new friends, y'all. And I'm going to go ahead and warn y'all, I got some of these friends in here. They're not new friends. And one of them's name's Melanie. Oh, she's bad. She's not, y'all. Melanie knows I love her. She gives me a rough time about not painting my porch. By the way, that still has never been painted. I did go out there and get all the caulking done again. Looks like I'll probably end up doing it again before I get it painted. All right, Chesney, don't you be laughing. I will have to call you out too. Chesney's like, wait a minute. Hey, Roxanne Sexton, how are you doing? All right. And for all of my ladies that or gentlemen on here, I have had so many people message me lately and tell me that they're a silent watcher on my page. And you know what? That just made me think, you know, I don't think we ever think about all of the people that come onto our page that don't feel comfortable talking. Y'all know that's not me. and I hope everybody would feel comfortable, but I know everybody will never. But just know that I appreciate all of you coming in and hanging out and watching me. I appreciate you more than what y'all know. I love it when y'all talk, say hey, and all of that, but some people just aren't comfortable, and I get it. Okay, so we're fixing to do what? Get in trouble. If y'all see him come in, don't tell on me. I got it too thin. Way too thin. And I have to put some over here. Because I'm going to just make a big old gloppy mess with that. In a hurry. All right, y'all ready? We got to have a starry summer night. Tonight is supposed to be a strawberry moon here. Anybody else gonna get the strawberry moon? I guess it's everywhere because we all get the same moon, don't we? Well, what about the kitchen? Oh, Patty, be quiet. Don't run them off. The kitchen gets a little wild. I don't sign up for a lot of kitchen events because it can get a little off the rail. Y'all, we already know this. Alright, so while I'm drying this, I'm going to pull my little lightning bugs. The kitchen, I went and looked. Uh-oh, one of my wings slipped. I'm going to invent something. If anybody does it for me, it's probably already been invented. Something to hold our dryer. What do y'all think? Because I'm not doing too good with this. Miss Sandy Martin, you will have a blast. Oh my goodness. Yes. Well, Wesley did let me go back and cook on the Blackstone the other night, Brittany. So I doubt he'll ever do it again. But all right. So let's get this dry. We got 4 minutes. No, the Blackstone's another story. I got too many stories, y'all. But y'all, the get together that they're having, the meetup, all of the information on the meetup is over on the Sacred Treasure House page. It's not free, and you do need to buy a ticket, and I do think that the tickets are selling pretty quick, so if you are going to plan to join that, you may want to go ahead. They are going to have a virtual get together as well, so you can be able to watch it virtually even if you can't attend. And I know everybody can attend, then that's fine, but you could you can attend the virtual. Okay, let's do that. And it would be a lot of fun as well. So just make sure to go and check out that. And like I say, it's going to be in North Carolina. I should have got the flyer. I got 2 minutes, y'all. Here we go. Okay. So again, go hit that follow button for Sacred Treasure House. Hit that button on my page before you leave if you don't already. And make sure to refresh your page and hang out and see Miss Lisa with Lisa's Craft House. And big old thank you to Miss Tanya with Tanya's Timeless Treasures by Tanya, and Lisa with Lisa's Craft House, and Miss Deborah with Sacred Sew. We appreciate you all ladies so much because, y'all, I'm going to just tell you, events are a ton of work. So the fact that they do this, and that is so kind of them. And I was going to put some off, but I think I'm going to keep them all in the jar. That way it makes them... Oh, I don't want to use him. His wings slipped. He's got slipping wings, y'all. And I think we'll put one right here. What do we think? What's my time? I'm right about 1 minute. I knew I was getting close. And I'll go back and put some more glue on this in a little bit. But this is what we got, y'all. What do y'all think? Oh gosh, it turned out so pretty. Look. And I love the way it's lighter at the top and darker at the bottom. What do y'all think? Throw up some hearts if you love it. And y'all, my time's up, so they're kicking me out. I don't want to get the boot in the hind because y'all know that already hurts. So I'm going to go. I love y'all bunches. Like I say, y'all go join Miss Lisa. I will be in the comments over there. I'm going to be working, so I'll comment, and then I'll have to just watch. So y'all have a great day. Love y'all bunches. And my firefly, a.k.a. lightning bugs. Bye, y'all.